Hi there, my name is Gilliam, and welcome to my art room. I found this picture on the internet, and I just fell in love with it because it was vintage, and I love Victorian cards, and especially Christmas cards. I've been obsessed with those for such a long time. But I found this picture, um, and I just fell in love with it. It doesn't have a date on it, but it's a fair use image, and it inspired me to make an art journal spread about angels. And I asked on my Facebook page my followers uh, to take a vote on what they thought that I should put as the sentiment on my page. Ever since, gosh, it's probably been close to 30 years ago. The subject of angels was really popular in the 90s. I am so dating myself, but um, that one show, it had Roma Downey in it, and Della Reese, and it was called Touched by an Angel. And it was like everyone was interested and crazy about angels. There were books, movies, TV shows. And I was going through a really trying time in my life. And I remember going into a gift shop once, and I bought this um, frame. This has been by my bedside ever since. I've been fascinated with the subject of angels and guardian angels. And I just heard a sermon recently about how each one of us are assigned a guardian angel. And it's just fascinating to me. And I can think of times in my life that I wonder if I had an angel. And have you ever had an experience like that? Um, that you just know that someone's there watching over you? So tell me in the comments because I'd love to hear your story. One of the times that I feel like a guardian angel has helped me is during my sleep. So I was diagnosed a couple years ago with sleep apnea, and I didn't know that's what it was. And so I know there were a lot of times that I would snore, and it didn't seem to bother my husband, but I went away to a women's retreat, and they said something, and at first I was just like kind of offended, but then I was like, well, maybe I should get this checked out. And but before I went and got diagnosed, and I remember distinctly my bed would shake. Like someone would shake my bed to wake me up. And, it would be, after my husband had went off to work, or he got up and there wasn't anyone around. But I would literally feel like the bed was being shaken to wake me up. And now I think about it, and it's like, was that my guardian angel trying to wake me up? But I did go, and I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. And the doctor said not only do you have severe sleep apnea, you have severe sleep apnea. I was stopping breathing, like, I think the average was 57 times an hour. So once a minute, I had stopped breathing. I'm just so glad that I got that diagnosed, and it's so much better. It's like literally, I feel like has saved my life, um, to get that diagnosed and to get it treated. That's just one of the stories I have to share about a guardian angel. But anyway, I wanted to share with you today, my art journal page, and I did get started on it and forgot to record, but I was using inks, and I have this marker that I use. I love the color. It's Prussian blue, and it's a Liquitex marker. And anyway, I'll go ahead and show you what I did. I'm starting another page in my sketchbook, and so I gessoed the page, and I used this acrylic marker and did some blue here, and I glued just this scrap piece of paper because I really wasn't sure what I was going to do yet, and just this is blue and black ink, India ink. And so I found this picture on the internet, and it looks like it was a Victorian card at one time, a Christmas card. And my printer, for some reason, um, if I print from my phone, it will only print letter size. So I just went ahead and printed it, and I think it'll look cool. I mean, it's big enough. Um, I mean, it's not going to cover the page, but I think this sketchbook I have is 8.5 by 11. Oops. So I cut that out, and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this page. It says 8 to 15 millimeter, and this is Prussian blue. And I like it. It's permanent ink, but while it's wet, you can kind of manipulate it and move it around. So I thought about making a dark background and maybe putting stars along the back. I don't know. I'm just playing around and seeing what comes of it. I do have this white India ink, and I've honestly never tried to see if this shows up really well against a dark background, so that's something that I'm going to try out today. I did find my heat gun, so I'm going to try that out. So I'm going to try out this ink and see what happens. Let me shake it up a little bit more. It looks like It's just the consistency of milk. And I have a cut up paper towel holder, or paper towel, you know what I mean, paper towel roll. And I wanted to see, try that out. I'm going to try to find a lid or something and maybe put some ink in it and see if that works better. I like that. That's cool. It's getting pretty warm, and I have dollops of ink here. It's just going to take a little bit longer to let that dry. So I wanted to tell you too that before I washed out the lid from doing the circles with my empty paper towel roll, I went ahead. I have some pages. Some are gessoed, some aren't. And I just thought I'm just going to use the rest of that paint on the pages, and I can use the pages for something else. I think it looks kind of cool. It looks kind of like snowballs or something. So I wanted to show you that. Alright, so my page background is dry, and I went ahead and did some of the circles on the opposite page of my sketchbook. And so now I'm going to glue down the angel with some Mod Podge. I think I'm gonna gesso a little bit down here. Or I might I'm just thinking that I'm really enjoying this. It's art and it's like crafting at the same time. Maybe I'll do a little bit of gesso right here. A little bit of white on the wings. And I'm just using like a piece of cardboard to kind of like thin it out a bit. So I have three different styles, well actually four, that I wrote on the one piece of paper that I gessoed, and then I used the paper towel roll to do the circles. Anyway, so I have this one, and I did that with a Faber-Castell watercolor marker. And this is also Faber-Castell, but I made it a little bit smaller and kind of slanted it more. And then this, I used just regular ink in my wood blocks. And then this one, I used my pen and ink. So I have just this pen, and then I keep all my nibs in this Altoid tin. And this is the one I used. So now I'm trying to decide which one I like the best. So I've just kind of been playing around and switching it up. And honestly, I think that I like this one the best. I asked my daughter and she liked this one. And I do like that one as well. I was leaning towards this, but thought it might be a little bit too bold. I want the focus to be on the um, angel. And this one, I do like that, but I think I like that just because I like the star on the eye. So I think that's the one I'm going to go with. And I took a poll on my Instagram and my Facebook to ask everybody what they liked. And the choices were I See the Best in You, and the second one was Heavenly Protected, and then the third one was Guarded and Guided, and Guarded and Guided was the most popular, so that's what I'm going to go with. And if you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I will put the link in the description box of this video. And also, if you would sign up for my newsletter um, for inside scoop on things and discount codes, because I have a couple different shops. I have a shop on Etsy, and I do have another threadless shop. So any sales and things that are going on. So anyway, I'll put all that in the description box, and if you go on my link tree, you'll find all the ways to find me on social media. So I'm just going to paste this down with Mod Podge. And make sure that if you do use pen and ink, I use the Bombay Black India or the India ink because it's waterproof. I have found some inks that are not waterproof and it just makes a mess. So make sure that you use waterproof, because if you were to put Mod Podge over not waterproof, it will just smear everywhere. So So I hope you enjoyed my art journal spread of the angel. And tell me if you would like to see more things like that. I feel like I'm getting more into my art journaling, and I'm thinking about making physical like packs, like mixed media packs to sell, or I'm thinking about making digital papers available. Anyway, I'm just kicking around some ideas in my head, and I was wanting to know what you thought about that. So make sure that you leave that in the comments. And also, if you would like and subscribe to my channel, that really helps me out. And just keeps me going. And I also have a newsletter if you would like to sign up for that and get all the ins and outs and updates of what's going on in my art business. And I will put all the links to those in the description box of this video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know, do you have any stories about angels in your life? And I will see you in the next video. Bye.